Well,
Greetings. Patrick here, and we are back with the IFC Midnighters. As you noticed, we grew as we welcome in special guests and hopefully maybe even semi-regular. Jen from Jen's Reviews from the Grave. We got Ben from the Cadaver Club, and we have our guide for tonight, the mighty Mary Wilson, who picked out our movie. And with that, I'm going to leave that up to her to talk about it.
And the Midnight Man.
Very cool.
Yeah, I saw the cover. That I saw a different cover. I saw one that looked like there was Jessica Biel in it. I mean, the actress looked like her from the side. I don't know. I was like, oh, cool. But no, it wasn't her. It's okay. 2016 horror mystery. I guess it was mystery. Yeah. A guessing kind of movie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's the one. That's the picture I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I wonder if that was she does, doesn't she?
A little bit.
Very
She's
pretty.
a younger Beale.
Was this supposed to be based on an actual creepypasta, or did they just throw that in for some bullshit? Oh, it is. Okay.
It was based on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I didn't deep dive. I just looked up and said, "Oh, I know that actress, the lady from Insidious."
Lynn Shaye.
Yeah, she's in so much. Yeah, the tan lady in a Mary movie. Was it something about Mary? She's really tan in that. I remember that part.
That's right. She did do that, didn't she?
Yeah, that was a while ago. And somebody did Jeepers Creepers 3. That's the girl. That's on the cover. Is that your favorite movie?
No.
Her name's Gabriel Hall.
All-time favorite?
No.
It's a poopy, huh?
It wants to be a poopy. It wishes it was.
It's not even on the level of poopy.
No. Wait a minute. What movie was better, Jeepers Creepers 3 or Jeepers Creepers Reborn?
Oh God. I don't know. This is like the first Sophie's choice.
That's like getting hit by Mike Tyson with the right hand or the left hand. Which one do you want?
Neither.
Reborn was better. It was terrible, but I had fun. I had a funner time watching it.
You know what? Strangely, I've heard that from a few people. I understand. I don't necessarily agree, but I understand.
I didn't watch either one. Now I'm like, now I don't have to waste my time. Thank you.
No,
I only had the first.
I have plenty of time for other shit movies.
Yeah, I only got the first two, and I made it a point not to get the other ones. It's like, no, I just are overwhelming. I haven't heard a single person say anything positive about either one of the movies, and I was like really bummed out because I think Tony Todd and Meg Foster were in one of them.
The lady with the creepy blue eyes.
Yeah,
she's got some blue eyes. They're like
she's
ice.
Beautiful. I think her eyes are beautiful. I've always thought
that.
They're like Wonder Woman's eyes.
Yes.
Bewitching, very bewitching eyes.
And Corey is here to say hello, as long as
I don't
Steven
have
is
my
here.
stream on. I don't have the stream to read. I'm not reading. It was a quick hour and 32 minutes. And parts it did seem a little stretched out.
Yeah.
And some parts there was some big blood in the beginning. That was interesting. Yeah. It's like, holy shit. Right after they pull a kid, what's wrong with kids and doing rituals in the attics?
Yeah, what's up with they were really young for that, weren't they?
And also they don't give a reason as why. Like that's one of my biggest problems with this movie. No explanation for just because. Like, and I'm like, I'd like a little backstory as to why we're doing
where'd they find this box? Maybe it was with the house, just like they got it. Because the ending,
It It wasn't
that's
just
how they
why.
got
It was
the
like, why were they doing any of the fucking things they did? like
Yeah,
the
what did they come up with? Like, you put
she's
your
like,
blood
get back in the
here.
circle. She's like, no, I can't. I don't. And then like, why wouldn't you just get back in the fucking circle?
You can fit. You can fit in the circle.
I was screaming at my TV. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
What's for a rough time too was when the first victim was named Mary. I was like, oh, that's not good.
They got me. No, they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
they had the little.
I would have went
first
to salt. I'm getting back in the circle. Make room.
Mary's in the circle.
Yeah, well, we become all in one circle. Yeah, that's what my question was. Where'd they pick this game up?
And yeah, I
Like,
mean, come on.
Come up with the rules with the blood.
Why are they
and
playing it?
Why are they playing it?
Right.
How would they play it? How would they know how to play it? I mean,
well, there was rules.
It has the rules, you know. The internet.
But see, there's another problem. I don't mean to interrupt anyone, and I'm sorry, but that's another problem. I called Marty when after I watched it, and I was like, "Would you start a game and not?" Because it was torn in half, and I'm like, "Read the rules when you're gonna mess around with supernatural stuff. Make sure you read front to back, sideways. Get it in your head all the rules before you put blood onto paper. That's like 101."
It wasn't.
That's kind of a big step for little kids, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't.
yourself.
I know. Like, that's what I was thinking. Like when the older kids were doing it, it was like it's this long. Like there's almost no way you can't just read it before you fucking like even start doing any of the things. And they're just like, okay, we'll read it like sentence by sentence as we're doing this shit. It's like what.
And yet for some reason they failed to notice that the paper had been ripped, so half the rules were still up in the attic while they were down there saying, "I got the rules." Yeah.
And a salt shaker.
Yeah.
There was a part where they're like the kid is like the teenage kid or whatever is like filling a salt shaker. I'm like, why don't you just use that fucking container with the salt? Like why do you need to put in some fancy ass shit?
It's Morton's. It has a spout.
You know how much money Morton's can make? Morton's the official salt of evil games and demon possession.
Some voodoo.
Yeah.
Gotta have you. Yeah, can't get a good mascot.
We got a question from the chat from this guy named Trash. What Trash? Trash Picture Show says, who let that mad lady onto the stream? Hey Marty.
I bribed him, Marty. I bribed him.
No.
Get onto any stream.
Maybe she was talking about her roses, like the lady.
Yeah. Oh God,
that house definitely was a co-star in this movie. That was a great house.
Yeah, wasn't it? I love that house, even though it had some plumbing issues.
Yeah, but
they were utilizing the water for the plants.
And then they go in with candles in a watery room that you're not supposed to blow them out. Like
you should go in there.
Yeah, totally.
You should hang out near the drips too.
Exactly. I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah, and I don't know. Grandma was pretty creepy and crabby, and I don't know. She was supposed to be going through dementia, right?
Mm-hmm. I did love that part.
I don't know. Do you think that she was full on dementia? You got the feeling at first maybe, but then
the daughter had it too, because how did she not remember what happened to her ma and how her grandma treated her after? All of a sudden it was like, that. Don't repress that.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think that the Graham was a lot sharper than she let on. That's for sure. She was. I didn't really go for her being demented at all. I just thought her
being like a puppet for the Midnight Man.
Yeah, she had to do that. I mean, so she wouldn't get killed herself.
It's
Right.
interesting commentary because in the old days, a lot of times they would say you were possessed by demons when it was usually some sort of mental disorder. So I did like that commentary of it because and adding the dementia as to the demonic possession. I thought that was kind of clever commentary. I did like that part of the movie.
I did too. I thought it was a smart play.
No, I did
Like
too.
like she said to go get her mirror. And that's when she knew she was going to go get the game or be nosy because they weren't allowed up there to begin with. So she was setting it up for sure.
And they didn't hesitate too. And I'll give credit to this. They didn't give they show that how Alex had her. She didn't like her grams very much. You could see that, just the way she acted, and either that or she was used to it. I don't think she was used to it. She's just a kid, teenager. But just things like her grandma would say, there's a scene where she has her get in the bed, she put the blankets on. The grandma says, I don't really want any blankets on because I'm really too hot. And she just blows by that and continues to throw the blankets on her.
I know, like a whole bunch of comforters too. I'd be like, bitch.
And I can see why the grandma would react in her way. Like she would be like snap, she could snap.
Listen to me. Yeah. That's why she had to use the intercom and tell her about her red roses.
And it's also commentary on how we treat our elderly too, because a lot of times we dismiss and we don't treat it with them with the proper respect.
Yeah,
seeing my mom get older,
what they're saying and their feelings, and they have to know what they're feeling. Poor babies. We have a lot of old people down here, so you got to be patient in the store and everywhere. And when they're driving, whoa.
And to remember, just because they're slow doesn't necessarily mean they're slow in their head. Like they still can contribute a lot. And I think sometimes, even when we mean the best intentions, I think sometimes we kind of forget about that. So I thought that was another good commentary as well.
I really enjoyed how Lynn Shaye played the grandma. I mean, she's, man, you didn't know what you were going to get. You didn't know if you're going to get the sweet gram or you're going to get the one from hell. And it kept me as a viewer, kept me off balance in watching her because I didn't know what to expect from her. And I thought she did a really nice job with that. It made it seem, combined with the score being as low but still there in the background, it provided a really nice creepy atmosphere.
It did.
It also sort of defied any logic, like when she like clearly set her granddaughter up, and then she was like all like shocked and like, "Oh my God, you opened the game!" It was like, wait, why you do that?
Faint. That's how they could give her shot from the doctor. He was coming in with some good stuff for her. She knew it. Dr. Harding's coming.
You could look at it too as it's like Lynn Shaye. You don't know how much Lynn Shaye actually knows from the dementia or from the demon. Like she's kind of being played too. She is literally being played. She's being kind of a cotton knit thing, like a conduit thing. So
maybe that's why she screamed, like she was in and out of being taken over. Midnight Man let go, and then she was like, "Ah, shit, what are you doing?" Come to my senses.
I sort of felt like she was just evil. Like I didn't actually feel like she was possessed. Yeah. I feel like she just got like twisted as a youth and then she just like, I don't know. It was kind of weird. The friend who came later, who was like the little fucking like psycho fucking serial killer in training, like slitting her bunny's throat or whatever, is like, what the fuck?
I know. I was wondering that too.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Like that's like the least relatable thing you could like. It was pretty weird. I haven't read the original creepypasta or seen the original film or whatever, so I don't know. Maybe it makes sense, but
it's not addressed in the other film. It's not, and there's actually another film called what was it? Not the Midnight Man. There was another film that they did too as well. I haven't seen that one, but it wasn't addressed in the original one. But and it doesn't explain anything. It's a cool idea. Like, why did she murder this rabbit? But we just drop it. There's absolutely like no explanation as to why she murdered the rabbit or anything. Was she a little psycho fuck or was she something else?
Well, I think all the Midnight Man wanted to do, because he fed on your fears, is that he wanted to see what made her tick, because for what, first she was actually, she actually was playing by the rules. And, it wasn't until after her circle was disrupted that he could actually sit there and say, okay, now I can see inside you. And then I didn't get that either. Like, okay, so like, are you scared that are you more scared because you killed the rabbit, or are you more scared because you thought you might get caught killing the rabbit? And they didn't do a very good defining job at that. It's like,
I thought her getting caught killing a rabbit, but
I would think so
yeah,
too.
that's what I was. Yeah, she was more scared that she got busted.
But why?
What else would have happened? No, the rabbit just fell on the knife.
Yeah, but maybe she just like buried the rabbit and said it ran away or some shit. You don't know, right?
Man, that rug was trash, though. That thing was a murder scene.
It's just like someone spilled red wine on it or some
It's
shit.
like Dexter didn't teach her.
I just thought that I like the idea of him feeding on the fears. That's always a good storyline. But at the same time, it was just like, I don't know. You think that the I guess I was more disappointed with the fact that, like you said, me and Jen were talking about this before you guys got here, is the fact that this person came out of nowhere, like all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're here, where did you come from? I called her, and then this girl she knows everything about the Midnight Man,
and then she doesn't.
Yeah. She's like, yeah. Oh, she's like, oh, you guys really fucked up. I guess I'll play too then.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign me up.
Amnesia?
I know.
She didn't go outside and blow her candle out and relight it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
were they all supposed to do that, or was it just Miles doing that shit?
I think it was just one person.
He put the blood circle, but he didn't go, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it was Gabriel who knocked on or Alex who knocked on the door 22 times.
Yep.
22, yeah. But then they didn't blow out the candle. Like only one person blows out the candle and then relights it. I guess that's one of the rules.
Maybe.
I thought each player would have to do that, but
that's
then
how
the
I
other
took
chick
it.
came in and she's like, "I'm on. Put my blood on that. Yep, let's go." And where's he at? I ain't afraid of him.
I think you have to like,
what's your fear?
I think you have to like summon him, but like once he's already in the house, like you don't need to like get him in the house hella many times. You can just be like,
so you don't need to knock again. And he's like, I hear you.
You have to invite him in like Dracula, which this was an Irish at first. This was kind of taken from an Irish thing. So it makes sense. They make a nod to Dracula in the 2013 movie.
Look at this. You know what? Now I'm discovering. I think we have finally discovered that there's people out there that love what we're doing. Here's our friend Carrie, or us. I always call her the Care Bear. So Care Bear says, "What's this? So what's this Midnight Man? Because I love IFC movies. Holy, see, we got another potential night right here. Yeah. Oh, I'm happy. So the Midnight Man. I'll catch up real quick, Carrie. Is a 2016 film, and it stars Lynn Shaye, and it also stars Robert Englund.
Robert Englund.
Among others. Yep, and Hunter and Summer Howell, who played the young girl in the first encounter. We know her here from Hunter x Hunter. She's also in this movie.
Scary.
I know.
So scary. I went and then. He just shows up to the house, though, the doctor with his assistant. They seem like they've been there before, also, as a doctor, or as like he's been there. The assistant seems like he's been there too. So they're familiar with all the frightening things that go on in that house. You would think he would like, what are you doing here, kids?
What was up with the fucking assistant? Why was he like in his like 18th century cosplayer work? Like there was like a bow tie and a big ass like weird fucking like.
He's got leeches for you.
Yeah.
I liked it. Now that I did like, I thought, okay, that's cool.
You seem a little out of place. That the epilogue, I think, is what really like made me go back and be like, "What the fuck?" I guess we'll get to that. But.
I think they gave it a little bit of class. And also, why did Robert Englund need the assistant? Like, I was like, do you really need this guy? Like, I guess because of the ending we do, but do we really need this guy?
Yeah, that was. I feel like Robert Englund could have done most of
touching the old lady.
Yeah.
Ben, what did you think of Robert Englund and in this movie in his role? I mean, was it? I mean, to me, I thought it was cool that he got finally got a, and I do, and it's sort of sad because we were talking about this too. It's like it's sort of sad to sit there and say he finally got a real role where he could play it straight. Like, you know, he's not hamming it up at all. Like he played it straight throughout, and it's so refreshing to see him get roles like this because you never see him do it.
He's not a bad guy, right?
No, and he's not. Yeah, he's not the heavy. He's not the heavy, and he's playing it straight. You know, he's not hamming it up at all. It's, you know, he's almost going against typecast. You know, he's actually going against type because he's playing a. Now I mean, and I'm with you, Jen, and we talked about this too. It would have been really nice to see his part, you know, expanded upon. Yeah. I wish the story would have gone through him as far as him giving out the knowledge about the game more than the friend who popped up out of nowhere and did.
Mm-hmm. I think it would have worked better. I agree with you on that. And if we would have had more time with Robert Englund, which is never a bad thing. And I don't know why he only got, maybe he just only wanted a little tiny cameo, but Robert Englund always leaves you wanting more, which is not a bad thing. I
feel like he did okay, but the role, like he probably should have just been like, I'll pass. It's okay. I'll wait for Stranger Things or some shit to come up. Like
I was telling Patrick the same thing because like this role could have been played by anybody. Basically, he just has the one mic drop moment where he's like, "This guy doesn't like to lose," you know, like get an audience, he's going to cheat.
And gets like beaten to death by some fucking like elderly dementia lady. It's like, dude, come on.
I know.
How far have you
fallen?
That was kind of
been
funny.
Watching some UFC. She got Paramount Plus. She said, "Let's go."
I feel like,
well, she was possessed then. You know, that's you know, and it would have been more interesting to see her like, you know, continue to hit him. But it would have been more interesting. I always wonder why they don't do that. It's like he keeps hitting somebody like that. I don't, you know, I know you're beating them down or what have you, but you keep hitting your hand against something that hard with that much force, you're gonna break your hands too. You know, you're not gonna just be able to go out there, pop somebody 30 times, you know, dentist kid in, and then walk up there and go like, yeah, okay. No, you're gonna end up probably with broken hands, especially if you're a woman with smaller bones. I expected her to come up there looking like this, but she popped up because she was possessed.
I still don't believe she was possessed personally, but that's just me.
But he was behind her going, here. Went to end there. I mean, he was like,
they were like friends. They were like, you know,
she was evil.
Yeah.
Well, you know, do you think they did a good job in explaining the bond? I mean, I know that because to me it's like, and someone had brought this up too just now. It's like, how does she you know, the doctor said that she was supposed to keep bringing in people in so they could so they could go ahead and you know and sacrifice them so she could stay, you know, she could stay safe. That was her deal that she made with the Midnight Man. It's like, you bring me new souls and I won't kill you. I might make you a little crazy, but you'll still be alive. And I don't know. I mean,
is that how she got pregnant? Because she couldn't leave the house. So how did she find a husband to get a kid, to have the lady hang herself, to have the grandkid to take care of her?
See, and I think if he actually,
like, you know,
I think that's where they missed an opportunity here, and letting Robert Englund explain more. You know, let the story go through him. That's where they missed another chance to do that. because they really didn't. Because we really don't know. We have so many questions we have no answers for because they didn't give us any answers. We're trying to come up with them on our own. When they could have used Robert Englund. Yeah, they could have used Robert Englund as the storyteller.
Well, then he got. I thought the scene with her in the bathtub was pretty graphic and wild.
That was a great scene.
Her face was like, yo. I don't know what the hell happened to her face. I guess that was the blood is what her fear was, right?
Yeah, but why was blood her fear? Again, that's my question.
Yeah.
With a lot of this movie.
They didn't explain that either.
You would think that being hung would have been her fear. You know, like her mom. Her mom was
because of her
mother.
You
think that would have been her fear. Yeah.
I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the blood's okay. It would look cool, but like I'm like I need a little backstory. Usually, okay, so what's so scary about blood besides The
Shining, the buckets of blood in The Shining, maybe.
Shining.
Maybe Carrie.
Elevator, Carrie.
Maybe.
Plug it up.
But no, there was. You're right. There really was not any backstory on her fear,
her fear of the blood.
There's fear. Why? I mean, not
stupid,
everybody is afraid of blood.
The even stupider part was her like teenage friend dude who was just like, oh, your fear is pain. Like everyone fucking fears pain, dumbass. Like of course.
Who doesn't? That was lame.
Like,
that's like phobia. Come on.
Yeah.
Unless you're a masochist, maybe. Unless there's masochists, Ben. Don't forget about masochists.
They're cool.
That's true.
I guess.
I mean, he could have been a masochist, but
more. They say more. Give me
and
more.
then the kid was like so chill about it. He's like, oh, I ran an experiment, so like, come on, you're okay now. It's like, wait, what? Like that dude fucking like ripped your whole face.
That mannequin. Oh my god, that was pretty creepy. That one had me.
That mannequin was cool.
That made me think of Maniac, your movie. Ben, just mannequins in general are creepy anyway.
I'll say, I mentioned about the house. I think the set design on this movie was top drawer. That house that house was really well done and really creepy and it was a very interesting place to shoot a movie at. I really liked it quite a bit.
They took Doc's
another character in the film. It was like it was another character.
It was. I love that house and the woodwork, and they had stained glass. They had everything.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And that's why I was in the Doc's room from Back to the Future with all the clocks in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could almost go back and say that house was basically the grandma, and really, they both were slowly in decline, but you could see at one time they were vibrant and vital, and then slowly it's gone downhill.
Yeah, all her roses were dead because her husband died, but she acted sad. But don't you think the Midnight Man got his ass too? I guess.
More than
likely.
No,
they never addressed it.
No, they're all about Grandpa's gun. We found Grandpa's gun with the bullets. It's Grandpa's.
3 bullets.
Yeah, that's another thing. What was the significance of the 3? Was there any significance of that?
There always seemed to be 3 players.
Yeah, the first thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, and there was 2 girls in the first one and the 2 girls in the second one too.
I don't get it. There can be only one. It's Highlander game.
See, again, it's like it's a missed opportunity to have Robert Englund be our storyteller because he's on the outside of the game, and that would have been, And I liked how he did try to come down there, like he didn't run. I mean, you got to think about that. His character didn't run, even though he knew what was going on. He could have ran. He could have said, "Oh, you're on your own." But he tried to stay and save them. He also knew when their friend Kelly was done, says, "Yeah, well, he's moved on to the main course. Like your friend is gone. You better worry about yourselves." I like that too. Because for a minute there, I thought, how does he know all this stuff? Is he going to end up being the Midnight Man? Maybe he really is him in disguise.
Right? Because he's always a creepy fella.
but he wasn't creepy in this movie. That's the thing.
That's why.
That's why.
Freddy.
I mean, that's why he was easy to dismiss right away. Like I never took him. I never saw him as a suspect. You know, like he just didn't come across that like that at all. But at the same time, I'd like to sit there and go like, the only reason why he didn't run was because he had feelings for the grandma. It's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, it kind of implied that.
I guess grandma's the one that took all the candles too, right? Hid the candles because they're saying that that's not how it works, but why wouldn't it? Who says? Who made that rule? I want to get another candle, sucker.
Hey.
Okay, let me roll back here because I gotta talk a little bit about this. So the Care Bear mentioned she loves the IFC movies. So she says one of her favorite movies is the IFC film from 2005's Pizza, starring Ethan Embry and Kylie Sparks. Now we all know who Ethan Embry is from Hunter x Hunter, from Hunter x Hunter again, and also from The Devil's Candy. So there we go. I don't know who Kylie Sparks is, but we definitely Ethan Embry is definitely a friend of ours. Let's see. Care Bear says that she just watched Devil's Candy recently, and oh my God, was it sensational? Hell yeah, it was. That was Ben. Ben picked that up.
I turned it on and then ended up having to do something, so I didn't get to finish.
See that she says she got to see Hunter x Hunter, definitely. And Ben's got some cool peepers. She just had to tell you had cool peepers. She really wanted to be impressed. She sees you should bring out some of the boys. You're welcome. One glasses wearer to another. Gotta show praise. Yep. I commented that Hunter x Hunter is excellent. So now Care Bear is throwing out some compliments here. It says I'll throw out more compliments. I love Jen's skull hair bow. Super cute. And Mary, I see something purple next to you. You got something purple next to you?
I do. I got a purple fan.
Oh,
okay.
That's a need. When it's not 50 degrees, I turn that on while I'm drawing.
This is awesome. We're gonna track down the Care Bear after the show and have her come up and hang out with
Bear. My kids used to call me Mare the Care Bear.
No, I just
my
call
stepkids. He's called me Mare the Care Bear.
She's one of the sweetest people out here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Way to put the Care Bear on back. So, well, we love the Care Bear. Of course, we're gonna put you on. Yeah. We do have a playlist too. Let you guys know we do have a playlist. I'm not sure if you and Mary and Ben have one, but I have one. If you guys want to go see,
kind of.
Okay. If you want to see the movies that we've covered in the past, by all means, visit the playlist. We've done a lot of them. We've done a lot.
There's some good ones on there, like Autopsy of Jane Doe. That was Ben's pick. I love that one.
I really liked you guys' the devil one, the Late Night with the Devil. I really like that one. I watched that and I thought it was really good.
Which one?
Late Night with the Devil.
Oh yeah, that was a great one too.
Devil.
That was great.
I like how that was filmed. It makes you feel like you're in the 70s.
Beyond Benches is my jam. I picked that one out, and that's been my favorite one so far.
With the den
and the den, and then Beyond Vengeance. Those two back to back were just balls to the wall.
There was so much vengeance going on.
The kill list is one that Ben picked out that nobody talked about, and it seems like now I see a lot of people talking about that one. That Ben's the one that first brought that one to our attention. That's a great one.
The kill list is still on my list.
That kill list is great. And we're venturing into Shudder territory. We did Anything for Jackson. That was on Shudder. That was excellent.
Was cool.
And then we also did Z. That was Z was really good.
That was spooky. I guess I like the spooky ghosties. Picking the ghosty ones.
We have all those. We have all those plus many, many more on our IFC Midnight. Our IFC Midnight list. Okay, so Yeah,
Freddie,
I just
Freddie
I
is
just think
saying that he cheats, is what he was saying to him. He was saying, "Watch
right.
out!" Basically, he's a cheater. When he doesn't get what he wants, he cheats. So watch it. Watch your
Well,
step.
you know, though, but my main point to that is like, how could you not? I think I'd be more surprised if he didn't cheat than if he did. I mean, it's like
Well, he's evil. Of course, he's gonna cheat.
I'm evil, but I'm going to play by the rules.
Ethical
It's
evil
like,
doer.
yeah, I
It's
have my
allowed.
morals. I want to kill you fair and square. I don't want to cheat. You know, I don't want to cheat in that way. Okay.
That would be an interesting premise, though.
Said no supernatural entity ever.
Yeah.
And why is it salt? I don't remember. Like, why do they always use the salt? Like,
It's supposed to help. It's supposed to help bind any demons that you could conjure up.
What, keep them out?
Yeah, that's actually fact.
Right.
And, yeah. So of course, you know, once Hollywood gets a hold of something like that, then they exploit it. But yeah, the salt, the circle of salt, and you know, if they use any other symbols, it's called a ward, and you put that out there to supposedly protect yourself from. I guess there is supposed to be rules in conjuring.
Right.
Ben's going like, okay, I'm going to drink to that.
That calls for some salt water.
Yeah, I mean, I like touches. I do like the touches like that, though. When they take the time to do stuff like that, to put, you know, like real pieces of real life into their movie, it does add a little bit of. It adds a little bit, for me anyway. Adds a little bit of gravitas to it. I just couldn't get over the fact that the girl just walked in there out of the blue and was able to start, you know, just dropping knowledge all over the place. It's like, who knows that? Who which one? I don't know. A single friend of mine, I could mention the Midnight Man to, and they would know something about him. They'd be all looking at me like I was crazy. And yet here she is. Oh, you guys are actually playing the game. Okay, that's awesome.
Sure. It's like
Yeah,
Slender Man, I guess.
She realized that it was a creepy pasta or some shit because she's like, "Oh yeah, it's a. You guys know what a creepy pasta is, right?" I was like, well, "I don't know that we need all this exposition, but yeah."
It was for the audience benefit. That kind of annoyed me too, because I was like, really, we don't have to dumb it down this much. Like, you know, respect your audience a bit. I hate when they do that.
Agreed.
Also, like, there was some exposition where they're like, "Oh, the Midnight Man is a ancient pagan spirit." I'm like, why do we even, like, what the fuck? That has no bearing or anything.
Yeah.
And you don't explain it enough to make it interesting. It's just like some random bullshit thrown out.
It felt very much like it was padding to me. A lot of the scenes really felt like they were just padding it.
And why was he wearing a mask? Why did the Midnight Man have a fucking mask?
He had different faces. Like, he would take it off and then he would put a different face on. Like, he's like, "I'm so sad now for you."
Giving it duality, I suppose. Like, we wear, so you could look at it in a psychological way of like, we wear so many different masks. Why wouldn't our evil entities do too? I actually preferred the 2013 one, what they did, because it was just a human in that one, and it looked, or a man, and it actually, for me, it worked better.
Like, I feel like if you're like some ancient pagan like spirit or whatever the fuck, you don't need like an actual mask. You just change your face, right? I mean, like, I could like just disappear in like a cloud of smoke or whatever. Like, I don't know. It felt weird and it looked weird, and I was like wondering, like, as far as it felt out of place, because like the rest of the way it was made was relatively, like, looked pretty good, you know. It was like pretty cinematic, and then it was like the masks were just felt kind of like weird and cheap to me.
Bargain bin kind of Spirit of Halloween, but bargain bin. Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't use CGI though, or something though instead.
No, I think they only used CGI for the first scene. The
with the blood.
Scene. I mean, right. I mean, that was obvious, but it was still done really well. I thought the first scene with, you know, with the kid outside, I thought that was a really good way to kick it off. And I really like the scene too, where he comes out with Mary, and he has her, you know, like showing them, you know, and she's covered in blood, she's still alive, and he's got her right there. And I thought, that's a good table setter, you know. And I had high hopes for that. You know,
and
as
then
far
it got kind of slow, except for Grandma getting spicy, spooking you every now and then.
Lynn Shaye's a
Our roses
treasure.
are red like your blood. Oh, Jesus, Grandma, stop it.
There's one thing. There's one thing about this for me, and this is for me with like a lot of the supernatural entities like we see in a lot of the franchise movies. You know, like Michael or Jason or what have you. It's like this is the one thing I do not like about supernatural horror. It's the fact that you can't, like, there has to be a way to stop it. You know, you have to, in order, otherwise all you're doing is you're just watching everybody going to get killed from start to finish. And you know, I like the idea where someone can actually be stopped. You know, like, okay, maybe I don't have, you know, maybe I'm human and you're a demon, but I still should have a fighting chance to at least walk out of here, at least even Steven. And it just, it never, you just, as soon as you heard that he cheats, then you just sort of like, okay, so you know he's going to get whatever he wants. Because there's no one's talking about a way to stop him. They're only talking about a way to survive him. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the whole game, though. The whole game is to wait out until 3:33.
3:33.
Right? That's how you stop him.
Well, you survive him, but he's still there. There's never once was there a way to, like, you know, like the doctor. There was never a way that he came down. There's a way to destroy him. There never was. He just said, you know, he cheats, and he's very
destroy
good
the game.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That's how I thought. The destroying the game would
kill him, right? Maybe.
That's how I took it. Am I wrong? I don't know. That's how I took it too.
I mean, I have a feeling with the game being what it is, you got the feeling like that Grandma has been around for a while. You have a feeling that Grandma had a few of those stacked away. I don't know why, but it feels to me it's like, yeah, this is probably not the only time or the only copy that she's had in over 60 years. Hey, Jason.
Yeah, it was.
She had a list of blood marks on there. There was a lot of people on there, I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't hear my thing cut off. There we go.
I
hear you. Sorry.
What did you think of the ending? I mean, that was I have to admit, that was an interesting way to end it. You know, her shooting her grandma. Yeah, that was like, you know, I was surprised that she did it. Now, if he would have done it, the boyfriend would have done it, I would have been like, yeah, okay, that's par for the course. But the fact that she was able to do that, and I also think it showed, like, you know, like we saw that earlier about her hostility toward her grandma, which now we know that I think the hostility, she had the hostility, but she didn't know why she had it until it was reawakened in her. Like, you know, she had repressed it, but once it got unimpressed, then she had no problem at all, taking care of her grandma. I didn't see her like, you know, like
taking care of grandma.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw her, it wasn't like wild. It wasn't wild. She just like she drew down and she put one, and you know, she put one right.
Well, she
right
got one in her shoulder
her
first, and she kept saying, you know, you should be dead too. And she's like, okay, grandma. That was it. Poor grandma went down, and I felt bad that the doctor got pounded. Like Ben was saying, that was crazy. It would have been nice to have him in the end.
Yeah. Jason says, I get this confused with the Tall Man. Not sure if I've seen this one. That's the movie that Jessica Biel was on.
Is that the one?
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
Now we gotta watch the Tall Man now.
That's actually not bad. I've actually watched that. That's not bad.
Is it pretty good?
It's pretty good.
I've heard that it is. I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard it is.
Get on
It's very,
get on
it's a
that
very
Tubi tonight.
interesting-
I bet
It's a
you.
very interesting story.
Nice.
Um,
I want the tall man on my list. Yeah, poor Freddie. I wish he would have survived to the end or something, at least like, oh, you kids made it. That's great. But no, Nana took his face, smashy smash. And they
Oh,
were
yeah.
like did their candles went out and they made a circle or some shit, shot her. And didn't he's like sassing at him, like, haha, I've got you now, but then the clocks tick, so I don't know. So that's when he
Yeah, of
cheated.
course.
When did he
Yeah.
change the things? You know what I
He
mean?
changed the time, right? He
Yeah.
he made it from 3:33. He had it like what 3:28 or something. In
Mhm.
reality, 3:20. Yeah. Which
That's
he
right. He
knew
went
was
over to
coming.
check on Freddie or Robert, and he was like, his watch was different than what was dinging, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
Wouldn't he have changed that clock too? Like the entity wouldn't
You
it
would-
have changed? That's what I would think.
Like, haha.
But then how would
Also-
the audience know that's how he cheated?
Right.
Also, like, doesn't every fucking buddy have a cell phone and can just look at their goddamn clock or whatever?
They didn't look at one once in this movie. You notice that?
No.
Like, oh, the clock strikes 4. We're safe now.
Right. And you're right, Mary. There wasn't not a single time did they no one sat down at the computer to read up on the backstory. No, nobody did anything that like you would suspect they do. You know, like, all right, let me sit down and see. Well, let me see creepy pasta. Let me type up YouTube and see what they got.
Maybe
you know
look it up before
Yeah.
we start the game. They might
Mhm.
have the rest of the rules.
That's what they did in
Yeah.
the I sound like a broken record, but in the 2013, they actually do. She has a friend call and like look it up on the internet, and it's actually really funny because her friend says some idiot did this after she starts playing the game, and it's actually really cute how they use humor. So
Well, that's
yeah,
better
it's
than-
better.
Yeah. God
How
dang it.
was the original versus this one?
The original I really liked for what it was. Now I don't want to oversell it, but it has humor. It all the problems that we're talking about. I think it does it better, and it incorporates another a creepypasta urban legend along with it at the end. And I thought that is really clever. And it also has a very small budget. The director is Rob Kennedy. You can see the movie for free on YouTube here. He's got it uploaded, and it's cute and it's very atmospheric. I preferred it a lot more. I'm not sorry I saw this because I probably would have never seen the 2013 if I hadn't seen this. So I'm not sorry. By way of osmosis, I'm glad I saw this.
Now you can compare.
Yeah,
Mm.
basically. I would recommend everyone to check it out because it's actually really good. And it's not just because it's an Irish director and I want an Irish penis in me. I actually like it because it's a good movie. Sorry, I'm used to being sorry.
Jinkies.
Jinkies. He said jinkies. Jinkies.
Sorry. I should have been more behaved.
The Irish will love you now.
Exactly. But it
They're
isn't
like,
because
Yeah,
it's
right around the corner. It's time for Leprechaun. Oh, can I just make one? Look, Ben's going to pick our next movie. Can I just make one request? No leprechauns.
Oh.
No leprechauns in space.
I'm
That's funny.
like not a big fan of the Leprechaun films.
That's what I'm drawing.
See, that's
Oh,
what I
that's
like
really
doing.
good.
I'm drawing them.
Oh, that's really good.
Said no leprechauns, and I'm drawing him.
That's actually life size right there.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here to shine your shoes.
Actually, he sort of looks like a kitty.
Ben, actually, the sci-fi one is pretty good. The one that they did for the sci-fi is pretty good.
Like the Origins one,
For the Leprechaun?
which was a
No, not the origin. No. There was one that came out. It's the same guy that was from Pee Wee Herman that was in the first one. I can't think of not the wrestling one, but the one was it for sci-fi? So much has happened, but there's one that's not too bad.
Yeah, Warwick
Not
Davis.
Warwick Davis, but like
it was like the reboot one.
yeah, Yeah, that one was actually now for a Leprechaun movie. The whole,
Sure.
keep your bar of expectations, but it was okay. It was surprisingly not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
My
What do you
credibility's
think,
going
Mary?
down.
Yeah.
Then they had an open house, and then the doctor comes in with a kid, and they take the box away, and that's how it ends. It's like, there we go.
Yeah.
So there's their part 2 they're trying to get.
I feel like that the epilogue was like so terrible. It was like really bad. Like, was it an estate sale or wasn't it? Like, there's just random shit on a table, and they're like, he's like, Dad, can I have this? Yeah, okay, take it. Let's go. It's like, wait,
But it's
What do
not
you
your
think
house,
it
bro.
is?
So no. But yeah, I was like, what?
I feel like the screenplay for this was problematic. Like, the writing of the characters was pretty bad, and like at this point, the kid's like, oh, it's something heavy. Oh, can I have this? It looks really interesting. And Dad's like, yeah, it looks like it's not a problem. It seems safe to me. Like,
I won't
it's a
say.
fucking box.
You
don't
gotta know
in
what's
there.
in the box, man.
Could be a gun. Could be like
I
a
mean, it
box
could
of
be-
fucking, like cyanide or something.
You don't know what Nana had in her box under her bed. You can't just let
It
a
could
kid
be
have
Gwyneth
that.
Paltrow's head. We just don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
What's in the box?
Or
Yeah.
some items, things.
Jason wants to know what's wrong with the Leprechaun films. I just told him he needs to see one of the Louisa Warren Leprechaun films. He'll understand. He'll get it.
I think like bad movies are great when they're not intentionally made to like when if you try to make like kind of a questionable movie, it's not quite as fun as if it just turns out to be that way. And I feel like Leprechaun started like, okay, it was pretty decent, but then like as it went on, it just became like, oh, we're gonna make a campy movie. But like for a movie to really be like super fun as a campy film, I think it has to be almost accidental for me personally.
Yeah.
I agree.
It helps.
It got too self-aware. Those movies got way too self-aware.
But that's not any judgment on people that like it. I know they're well-loved films.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
So what did you think? What did you think, Mary? What did you think
I gave it
your
like, I only gave it like a 6 because I liked that it had some bloody parts, and they didn't get too gory with it in the middle, I guess. I don't know. I like watching ones you can watch with your teenagers or something. I don't like them getting too bad sometimes, except, there's a violent nature and all those other IFCs we have to choose from. Not that they aren't any good. There's some good parts in there, but there's no dialogue. So I'd be like, so he was walking in the woods.
I like the violent nature. I actually think there's a lot to talk about as far as that whole format goes.
Right.
It's interesting conceptually.
I think when evil
You excited for the second one?
I'm very curious to see what it's going to be like.
I know one thing. They made a point to say this, and that is next movie is going to be a hell of a lot more dialogue. They realized that just showing the kills like they were without much dialogue was not a good look. So they're going to go back and put some dialogue in the movie.
I don't know that I would say it's not a good look. I mean, that movie got like a lot of praise for its formatting and the sort of just the whole general feel of it. Like
point of view of it.
Not that everyone like loved it or whatever, but I mean, it came out with a strong sort of method of storytelling, and I think that's what people responded to.
It was divisive. It was kind of a divisive one. I heard people that really love that film, and then there's other people that it's just a bunch of assholes walking in the woods. And I can see merits to both.
I saw it in the theater. I thought it was like more mesmerizing. Like I think it's
way better in the theater, because then you feel like you're right there walking along.
It's kind of like a movie where you have to like be in an appropriate mood to watch it. Sort of like Kill List.
Yeah.
But I don't saw it, and then I watched it a second time, and I was like, that was amazing. So
yeah. would go with you, Mary. I give this like a 6.5.
Yeah.
A little bit more because I really believe that Lynn and Robert definitely saved this movie quite a bit. And I like the house. I like the house.
Did.
But I think the lead actress, Gabrielle Hall, really hurt the film as far as acting goes because, good Lord, that girl, she could float. I haven't seen anybody that wooden since forever. She was not very good at all. And I think if they would have switched with the two actresses, the one who played Kelly and the other one who played Alex, I think they would have switched the roles around. I think this movie could have been a little bit more to it, but her performance was just really bad, and it sort of hurt it in the overall. I just didn't like her. I didn't like her portrayal at all, and but I give it a 6.5 for Lynn and Robert.
What'd you guys think? Probably about the same, a 5. 4.
A little lower for me if I'm going to be, and I don't like to be negative. I really don't like to be negative. This wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but I had a lot of issues. The story was where I really had it there. The lack of the nonsensical rules, and the incentive of why would anyone play this game? Because it's just some dude going to come in and kill you, and you don't really win anything except your life, which is a good thing, but it's not an incentive. Like, I can't see anyone like telling me, why are you people playing this game? And but I will say Lynn Shaye does do really good in this. Robert Englund, the little bit of time he's in it, fantastic. It's cool that they got to be reunited after Nightmare on Elm Street. I think that's cool. But the rest of it, the story's just, I give it a 2.5, and I'd strongly tell you guys, go check out 2013's. And the director is Rob Kennedy. His YouTube page, he's got it up for free. It's funny, and it works a lot better. And a lot of the issues I have with this film, it just works better. So it's not the worst thing you'd see, but it's just a big tall glass of water.
I will mention that if you do get a physical copy of the Midnight Man, if you get a physical copy, the movie that Jen has mentioned comes with the film itself. So you get the original film and you get the IFC Midnight film. So 2 full movies for one price is not a bad deal. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe I saw the Midnight Man on Hamilton Book for like between $4 to $5. So not a bad pickup for it. I would recommend watching it. I'm glad I got it. But in comparison to some of the other IFC movies that we've talked about, yeah.
What about you, Ben?
I'd give it probably like a 3. I think the script was so bad. I don't think any good acting performance really saved it. Robert Englund's great, Lindsay's great. I think even if everyone gave Oscar-worthy performances, it'd be like a problem, personally. But
yeah,
I felt like it was.
I kind of am with you.
Yeah, it was. I feel like I could have had a good time watching it if I was watching it with someone who liked to make fun of movies or something. I feel like there's something there for someone who there's some entertainment value there for some people, but I just watched it alone and I was like, oh.
I know I'm not sure if you have it on the ready, Ben, but do you have it on the ready? You had an idea what you want to talk about next month?
Yeah, I mean, why not go with Babadook, right?
Yeah. All right.
That's a great movie. That's an amazing movie.
Well, let's ask Jen if Carrie's still here. But Jen, I'm going to ask you. Do you want to hang out with us next month for Babadook?
Oh, if you guys wouldn't mind, I'd love to. But thank you. I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Let's do it.
If I didn't drive y'all crazy on this one, if you guys don't want to ever have me back, I totally understand. So
come back.
Come back.
Thank you.
Come back.
It was really nice having you.
Yeah.
We'll be on Ben's channel next on the March 29th. March 29th. Yes.
I got a little book.
And then we will be doing the Babadook. I was wondering when we were going to get to that movie. I was sitting there going, man.
I have never seen it, and I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah, I haven't too. I've never watched it. I was wondering, when are we ever going to get to this? Because it's been sitting out there for like 3 years now.
Mhm.
You guys are into a treat. Ben, should you have
And
saved
then,
it for Pride Month though?
Yeah, I don't know. Every month can be Pride Month.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But also too, I also want to say thank you, Jen, for coming up and joining us. And I
Yeah.
won't forget you. I won't forget you, Care Bear. We will be coming for you. You said
I'm
you like
already
IFC movies.
subscribed.
Yes, we will. We will be coming for the Care Bear to come and sit at the table. And you know what? We could even do this now because we've had 5 in here before.
Pretty sure. Okay.
Haven't we? We've had 5 in here
Yeah.
before.
Yes.
So if the Care Bear is still here, if the Care Bear is still here and she wants to come and join us talking about that Babadook, if you don't mind, Ben, up to you. It's up to you, of course.
Where's it going?
If she's still here, she might have vanished. You know, Care Bears are they're always on some sort of adventure. But yeah, Babadook next week, next month, March 29th on Ben's channel. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yes. I can't wait.
Thank you guys. Thank you
It'll be
guys
better
for
than
having me
mine.
on. I really appreciate it.
No
It
problem.
was a
It's
pleasure,
fun.
Jen.
Yeah,
It was a
dude.
pleasure. You always have like really good, interesting. I like watching your reviews in general, so it's always nice to actually have a discussion with you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yep. We're glad to have. I'm so tickled with all the people we've had here tonight coming through. It had, people come in here and then finding out that they like these movies, and it's like, man, it's cool to see because, man, we've had some really great discussions on the show.
And it's
Like I
something
said,
different to watch besides the same old, it's ones you haven't seen and you're like, holy shit, I wasn't expecting that. Not this last one, but
They all can't be winners.
You know what? This is like I think we've only had 3 that sort of stumbled. Otherwise they've all been pretty damn great, to tell you the
I'm
truth.
trying to think of what the others, the bombers. I think it's yours, but I like that one. Was it the Devil's Gate? Are you thinking
you
the
picked that
Devil's
one,
Gate?
Mary. You picked Mary.
No,
Yeah.
no, the one with Carl Elves in it. Guy from Twisters in it. Shit.
Oh, Hellgate.
Hellgate. I'm like, it's got a gate. There was lots of devil movies we did too.
Yeah. But you liked Hellgate, right?
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay.
But you're like,
I always get like nervous with that one because it's like I think it's a great movie and it's such a great cast in it. I mean, come on, William Hurt Slumming doing an IFC movie. Hell yes. But yeah, I think that was a really good movie too. The ones I think the misfires, Welcome to Willits, number 1 will always be
that's
number
right.
1. Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Was it Pie Wacket?
I thought Kindred.
Oh, Pie Wacket's awful.
Pie Wacket.
Oh God, I hate that movie. I hated that movie.
Which one?
Pie Wacket.
Oh, me too. Oh my gosh, yes. We have never.
There's a tree with an X on it. Holy shit.
What's a Pie Wacket? Where's the white packet? I don't know. It's not in the movie.
It was never shown.
Never shown. A shadow.
Like the
movie and then a far shot where you just see it looks like this big. And it's like that's the Pie Wacket. It's like that's it? Oh my God.
Scary.
Yeah.
They even made it.
And the thing is, it wasted a great cast. That was a Laurie Holden in that movie. What a waste. Have you seen that one, Ben?
I have not. I heard it was good when it came out. It's got a good Rotten Tomato score. I was just Googling it while we were talking.
I think it's because people really liked Lauren.
I think
they
you keep watching it because you keep thinking
she's gonna show up.
They're gonna. They don't.
Yeah, it's gonna make it. It's gonna make it. It's gonna pop up. I promise you. It's gonna. Where are they? Maybe they're saving it for part 2. Hi Michelle, how are you? Oh my gosh, no! I will never pick Pie Wacket. No,
Good.
no, I'm not myself. I will never pick it. I don't know about.
I
I
own
don't know
it
about
somewhere
these two.
too.
Yeah, not. Yeah, it's more frustrating. It's not. It's not like a. It's not like a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. It's just like the main character for the movie is not in the movie, and it's just.
I mean,
like,
I
it's just
feel like you could stay the same for Blair Witch Project,
It's true.
which I liked a lot. But then I realized after having watched it multiple times, like I actually never need to watch this movie again. You know what I mean? I like it. I saw it in the theater. I've seen it, I don't know, 10, 15 times maybe, like over the course of my life. And I just realized, like, I actually never need to watch this film again.
I think you watch it. I think it's more of a curiosity. It's more like this is like we all talk about how there's gateway movies, like Psycho, gateway to the slasher, or takes Night of the Living Dead, the gateway to zombie movies and whatnot. That's how I look at it too. I look at it as a gateway to found footage films. And there's been some corkers found footage films. I don't care what anybody says. There's been some really good ones out there.
Yes.
Some smart ones. And I look at the Blair Witch Project and the publicity. Oh, I love how they publicized the movie. That was just freaking genius. And I think the real reason why people always get it bent out of shape and always talk shit about it was because they fell for it. And they're embarrassed to sit there and say they got scared shitless.
Well, no, I understand why you wouldn't like that movie. Like, first off, like, it's got a certain pacing. It's got a certain kind of like camera work that like can just like make people agitated in general. So I mean, I don't think that everyone has to like it. I do like it. I just never need to watch it again because like literally, kind of nothing happens even if it does,
I have an interesting story with Blair Witch because I was in high school when that movie came out, and I didn't get a chance to see it at the theater. And everybody, and it was a small school, but like people that would never usually talk to me came up to me because I was the weirdo horror girl lover, and they're like, "Dude, you got to see this movie. It's gonna totally freak you out." Finally, we saw it. When it came out on VHS, we saw it, and like we didn't rent it, which we should have. And my mom and I, when it was over, we looked at each other and we're like, "This is what everyone's losing their minds over." I was just so disappointed because like one girl I remember said, "I had to sleep with the lights on for a week," and I'm like, "Oh my fucking god, you people!"
Let me show you something. Let me show you.
I definitely thought it was. What I say. I think what really helped it was the fact that they weren't really actors. They weren't really actors, and I think that's what really helped the movie out. Because if you would have had people like for me, it's like I talked about this before, is Hostel. Now I don't know anybody in that movie when I watched it. All I know is that Eli Roth was making it, and it was supposed to be scary as shit. I'm sitting there into it, and next thing I know, there comes a familiar face walking across the screen. It took me right out of it. It's like, I know that person. Oh, okay, I can relax. Whereas Blair Witch Project was like, damn, this is really good, and they're selling it. I mean, this is a really good performance. I mean, you go back there and look at it. They acted just like how most anybody would. They were scared. They didn't know what to do. They were fighting among each other, like real life. And
they
again,
took a page out of Cannibal Holocaust. I always thought they took out of it with the marketing and stuff. I always thought they kind of took out a page out of Cannibal Holocaust. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, I think I sort of feel like.
Hey, Larry. But that's how I looked at the Blair Witch Project. I looked at it as a gateway to found footage films, and there's been some porkers there, that's for sure. So I give credit where credit's due. I mean, I know a lot of people they crap on the movie now, and it's like, wow, I don't know how you could crap on it. It'd be like crapping on Night of the Living Dead or Texas Chainsaw or Psycho. It's like, how can you, or Monstrous, how could you just crap on that? They're the gateway, there's a lot of movies that you like personally that would never got there without the Blair Witch Project. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And I'm not crapping on it. I just was going in and I my expectations were way too high when I finally saw the movie, but I can see where it's good. And it is. It's definitely one for found footage. It's definitely one. And there's some good things to it. There are. It is. It wasn't, but that was one I went in with way too high expectations because everybody's like, "Oh, this one's going to scare you."
No. It's funny. It's like I didn't know what to expect because I saw it late in the run, and I went and saw it, and there was like 5 people in the theater with me, and I was really late. And I'm watching it, and I'm sitting there watching the people in front of me, and there was 2 couples, and both of them were scared shitless. Oh. They both were like, and it was like it was more fun to watch them than it was the movie for me because I really enjoy watching their reactions and stuff. It was a lot of fun. But I got
behind Jen. I see her markers. Are those your markers?
Yeah, I just do coloring. I'm not a drawer at all. I couldn't draw to save my life. I just do coloring.
That's nice. Those are nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mine's not as pretty. Mine's kind of like thrown all over the place. Those are really nice.
You do. I love your. I love your
thank you.
I do.
Even though I draw scary stuff.
I like scary stuff. All the stuff on my walls are scary stuff, except for my living room. My living room's music stuff, but every other wall in this house is scary stuff.
Nice.
Should we talk about what we're doing on our pages, our channels before we get out of here?
I'm not doing nothing. What are you guys doing? I didn't do much. I drew Slimer.
Oh, neat. I love that.
That's a new cartoon coming to Netflix. Look at that. Perfect.
I like that.
Awesome.
His match.
We do. That thing's awesome. I love that shirt.
Very cool. Jake has one too.
Ben, are you going to watch Monarch?
I haven't watched. I watched you were talking about the whatever series.
Yeah,
is that right? Yeah, I watched the first season. I haven't watched the second season at all. I will watch it at some point.
Yeah, I really want to know. I really like to hear what your feedback on it. It looks like they're doing a not a movie per se. They're not they're not making another Godzilla King Kong movie, but it sounds like they decided to make that instead of doing the movie, they decided to make the second season of Monarch into a longer version of a movie with the introduction of a new Titan. The only thing I've heard about it is someone called it Sharktopus.
Nice.
I'm not so sure that's what I want to see in a Godzilla movie is Sharktopus, but that's what I heard. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Of course, we're going to hold our breath and hope our boy makes an appearance at the end of the season, as he should. But yeah, I was going to wonder if you're going to see the second season.
I will see it at some point. I'm not a subscriber to. I think it's Paramount Plus. So I'll have to pirate it.
Jen, what's going on with your channel?
It's been kind of quiet, but if you guys missed it, Marty and I did a Valentine's stream for, of course, the only movie you can do for Valentine's Day, Necromantic, and we actually went into some interesting places. Like we had some interesting discussions, not just about necrophilia. I also want to do a review. I also want to
do some interesting places,
just like they do with the corpse in the movie. Kind of the same thing.
I don't know what it is with necrophilia suddenly become the it thing for horror movies, but Jesus.
It's always been a thing. It's actually got a lot. And if you like your art house, it's actually a very art housey movie. And Marty and I actually got into some life and death conversations and morality and all of that. I also want to do a review. There's a movie coming out soon called This Is Not a Test. It's a zombie film. I'm very curious about that. I haven't done a review yet, but I strongly recommend everyone to check out the Dracula movie. I know some people aren't loving it. I loved it. I think it's going to be a cult classic. And I'll probably be doing a Tales from the Crypt, a new Tales from the Crypt episode sometime this week. So I'm a little bit behind. I've been quiet. There's been some things going on in the background, but Yeah, but if you haven't checked out me and Marty's necrophiliac movie, I'm real proud of that stream.
I saw the thumbnail, so I haven't watched it yet.
Marty did that thumbnail, and I think it's his best one. Like he did that. I was like, oh my god, that's so proud.
It's a proud moment.
Yeah. To see what everybody doing here on Cheetah. We're doing well, we got one more drama to go through, and then after that, then we're going back to the world of horror. We got a couple of we got a Masters of Horror Homecoming we're gonna be looking at, and then second one called Wicked Little Things with Chloe Moretz and Scout Taylor Compton, and not bad. I thought it was really entertaining.
Yeah,
and that'll be coming I'll be coming in the next few days.
Very cool.
All right. Thank you, Mary, for leading us through the wilderness. A great pick as always. And we will see you next month on the 29th over on Ben's channel for the Babadook. And bring your earplugs, kids. All right. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it so much. And we will see you on the YouTube trails. Peace. Come on.